Everybody, thanks for joining me. Got another reaction, man. In fact, I got a bunch of reactions I got to get done. Um, so here I am on a Saturday morning in Texas, trying to get some reactions done. And the first one to go today is the Geek Life. And let me just read what he wants me to react to. And it says, when I find something from my country, that's not here's all the beaches and the tourist promotion, I'll send it your way. But for now, one to show the best of my adopted country, the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, the Frietkraam or fries truck is a cultural institution. Every street market has one, and they often have regular spots or routes. So school kids go grab a quick snack, breaks, and shoppers stop for some fries. And of course, you need a horse penis or fricandel. It's a type of deep fried sausage to go with it. These two mad lads, Frankie and Cone, are entrepreneurs in the street food industry. When they saw the lines of refugees at the start of the full scale invasion of Ukraine, they filled up one of their food trucks and went to the Ukraine border with Poland to hand out free fries. Then they kept going. Right now, they run a shelter, support an animal shelter, have a converted armory money transport van, have a converted armored money transport van they use to evacuate civilians from dangerous areas, and they still drive around the worst affected areas with their food truck to hand out candy and snacks to elderly and children. Like Mr. Rogers said, look for the helpers. Well, these two ordinary guys stepped up in an extraordinary way. Note at 1:30 or a minute and 30 seconds, and at 5 minutes and 30 seconds, there's upsetting images that you viewers may want to skip. So, all right, y'all. So, the Geek Life, man. Thank you so much for doing all this. For those requests, I hope you're getting better from what you were facing medically. I don't know what that was, but all we can do is, just send our prayers to you. All right, y'all. So the rest of us, let's go into the intro and then right into the video, and I'll see you somewhere in the middle. Here we go.
Foto?
Wow, look at that line, guys.
De hele tijd geschoten daar, zo dichtbij.
Good Lord, man.
Steeds levensgevaarlijk, er wel jammers bij. Dus een drone kan ons nou niet raken. Ja, goed zo.
Good Lord. Yeah, I gotta pause it, man, just to put in my 2 cents worth of for whatever it's worth. But you know, God blesses those who help others, and these two guys didn't have to do what they're doing, but they just saw a need, and they selfishly gave their time and their monies, whatever it was, and hopefully they're getting donations, from other places there in Europe that can help them take care of these people and these animals, of course. And man, I just don't have anything to say that that's going to be anywhere near of adding some solace to these poor people that have to live this war simply because politics put them in that position. I just don't get it, man. Maybe that's why they've never asked my opinion for anything, but I would tell them, like President Trump had said, stop that, stop the war. It's just too many young people are dying. Not only that, the collateral damage of these people's property and their vehicles. You saw that one without the windshield in it. Just the psychological impact of bombs going off or mortars going off or things of that nature. And these are just civilians, man. They're just farmers, or they just eke out a living and don't bother anybody. But because their leaders say, this is what it's going to be, then it's not the leaders that pay the price. It's the normal people that just try to do the right thing every day. Anyway, y'all, I'll quit, being a little softy here, and we'll continue on with this video.
Super mogen filmen en fotograferen op dat soort plaatsen. Eerst voor de piraten. Mamma mia.
Meer nog gedaan. Betekent vredestad.
Maar het lijkt weinig op vrede op dit moment. Met al die
City of Peace.
vloedje.
Otja stokka boedert loetje. De eerste soldaten zijn al gekomen, dus gaan we snel aan de gang.
Thank you very much. 3, 2, 1, ready.
Free food.
Very good food. Daar gaat de drone en dat is een dropdrone, dus die kan daarin laten vallen. En
vandaag laat hij frikandellen vallen. Дякую вам. Спасибо большое.
Той син, що він поліз туди?
Я вам очень хорошо
Що
понимаю.
він туди поліз, Боже?
Это она за сына. Расскажите
Я
ему за
понимаю, я
сына.
понимаю. Будем?
Да, да.
Хорошо. Хорошо? Тогда как? Met dank aan onze volgers en donateurs. Echt super als het dan gelukt. De honden komen hier allemaal goed terecht, dat weten we heel zeker. Мама, хорошо сегодня? heeft al dagen geen brood kunnen kopen.
Ja,
Dus, en ik had bijna geen geld. Dus ik heb gegeven wat ik had op een paar centen na. Ik dacht, ik heb jou erbij.
daar zijn we hier voor.
De Blaska. Dat is zo хорошо. Это не так много.
Дрон? Дрон, давай спрятаться.
It can be hours, but
Yeah, I understood.
not 100%.
Probably it is ours.
Yeah, probably.
So you're gonna look at me.
480.
Uitzicht, want het is letterlijk zo. Hoor je hem?
Ja, ik
En dan-
kon continu erin
En dan
slaan.
daar zijn velden en direct achter het veld is de Russen. Dus we zitten hier iets meer dan een kilometer van de Russen. Не хотят. Серьезно? Правда, надо уезжать. Потому что тут не будет хорошо. А мы видели уже раз.
Ja,
У меня тоже есть конфетки для тебя.
Those
doet
poor
het perfect.
babies.
Gaat hij?
jawel.
Oké. Hij is wel continu kijken voor drones en zo.
Ik zelf ook.
Ja, dat snap ik. Но сегодня мы были в Днепро, а завтра, послезавтра куда вы хотите?
Не хочу я в Днепро, понимаете?
Женщина, у вас есть дочь.
Нет.
Послушайте,
Я
пожалуйста.
понимаю, я в Доброполье еду, все.
Будем.
В Днепро я не поеду.
Bless her heart.
Будь ласка. Тогда у вас есть, да?
Onze aanhanger is nu al vastgelopen. Maar we krijgen hulp. Als het goed is, wordt het eruit getrokken.
Zo bovenop het ding. Goed vasthouden, want dit wordt heftig.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, you saw that little girl there. She eventually didn't get on that because her mother, decided against it, and so did the grandmother. For whatever, they have their own reasons. But I was looking at that little girl and kind of trying to gauge her age. Maybe, it's hard to tell, but let's just say she was 6. she probably doesn't have an active memory of not being in a war zone. I mean, if it started when she was just a little over 2, a little less than 3, whatever, her recent memory is probably all she's ever known is the war going on around her. Can you imagine that? I mean, and the difference between wars like what the U.S. fights or whatever, I'm not really hip to all the wars that we do as a country. It's politics against politicians. But these people are fighting for their own country. I can go along with that. You fight for your country, man, it's just hard for me. If I had one of my daughters had to go to war in somebody else's country, to keep them free, and something happened to them and they weren't doing enough for themselves over there, gosh, I just don't know how I would live with that. Unfortunately, I didn't have to face anything like that. And I know the parents that did lose their kids in this, the war, global war on terrorism. I know their kids that the people that did lose their kids are so proud, incredibly proud that these kids, went and when their country called upon them, they answered that call. But man, I don't want. It could get too political if I go any further than that. Y'all know what I'm feel. I mean, I was a Marine for 21 years, so taking it from me might be just a little bit hard to swallow. But when you're younger, you think that you're doing something for your country, and I guess in a way we are. Global war on terrorism, took a lot of terrorists out of the picture. They cannot come to this country and harm anybody because they're no longer alive. So we do have that. So I don't want to get too deep into this, the geopolitical reasons behind global wars, but I know 1,000 years from now, I won't even be a memory for anybody, and they'll still be doing what we're doing today. It may be just different borders, who knows? But it'll still be wars. There'll be wars as long as there are humans. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. All right, so thanks everybody for joining me. Thanks to the Geek Live for the request. Hope you all enjoyed it. It's a heartwarming and heart-wrenching for me at the same time to watch this. But thank God there's people out there like these Netherlanders. I guess that's what you would call them, who felt in their heart that they needed to do something. Just do something, regardless of what that turns out to be, as long as they could just do something, and I feel that's what they've done. All right, y'all. That's going to do it for me, man. Till I see y'all again, I'll catch y'all down the road. Bye, y'all.